What's up, YouTube? We just got back from church. It was a rather good service. It wasn't the original pastor that was speaking today. He's in Florida currently, but I did like the topics and what the pastor that was preaching went over. Just give you some key things he went over. There's always a reason for a season. So anything you're going through currently or been through, it was a reason for you. You might not see it in the season and the storm, but eventually you're gonna come out of that storm. And God may or may not show you or bring about what that meant or reason for. Me personally, I know I done been through some things, and the time of me going through it, like I couldn't see past it. But now that I'm on the other side of that fence, man, I see why God did so. But during the time of that storm, I couldn't see outside that storm. I couldn't see nothing but what was going on. But B, during a season of peace, keep your eyes focused on Jesus. So what the pastor broke down with that is, even though God's giving you time to rest, don't just rest. Make your time pretty much count, because the devil not resting. He plotting while you rest. So you need to be strategizing also and building strength within that time of rest. So use your time wisely. See, if you have a testimony, you have a story, which that was a great one, because I was at work and I was speaking to another coworker, and we were just talking about life, and the topic that was at hand was how I became like a welder. And I was giving her pretty much like my story of like, I didn't just step into this position, I got pushed in this position, and I didn't start off as a welder, I started off as a laborer. And like after we got finished talking, she was like, that's great. And how you were preaching, I was like, honestly, I wasn't preaching. It was honestly a testimony, which is a story. I was like, you got a testimony. Your testimony might help somebody else. And I was just sharing that with her. But it sounds like you preaching, but honestly not, just sharing something. D, be intentional and the rest God provides, which is pretty much going back to what I just said. Like, make sure you being, what's the right word I want to use? Make sure you're being
stay ready so you don't have to be ready.
Good, that's correct. Stay ready so you don't have to be ready. So make sure, I can't think of the word I want to use, man, but it's a word that's on point. But that's neither here nor there. I get it later on. But yeah, just pretty much making sure like you staying on point, even though God's giving you a season of rest, to where you're ready for action at all times, so the enemy can't catch you off guard, pretty much. So believe me, he plotting. You know what I mean? So you got to stay on notes. You got to stay on your P's and Q's. And E, which is the last one, the main character is still the main. What is that? Love commander. Character, which is Jesus. Jesus is still the main character, which we all know. He provides. He's a provider. He's everything. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be. If it wasn't for him, this is all his. None of this belongs to me. Everything I have is his. It don't belong to me. You know what I mean? And I only have it because of him. I try to put Jesus in the center of any and everything I do. Work, family, anything. Everything I do, I put him in the centerfold of. There's times I be at work and I finna weld a pipe. I pray over the pipe before I even touch it. Because, hey, I be having them all day just like everybody else, man. And the last little keynote was takeaway. Nobody is minor in the hands of a major God. So if God is major, what makes you think you minor? You major just like him. You are his creation. You were created in his image, which we all are. So you put here for a purpose, but the thing is, you got to find that purpose, and with that purpose shall prosper. Let's get to it, y'all. But we finna leave right now, and but hold on, before I even cut to that, man. A lot of these keynotes, man, I'm glad Brittany was there, because she needed to hear a lot of this stuff, man. She looking at me right now, yeah. We can't even talk about it. Let's start. What's up, y'all, man? I apologize. The music loud in here. It's gonna be my first set. We're gonna warm up with 225. I did this a couple of dumbbell exercises. Really don't count it just for me to get warm. That's why I still got this sweater on. I'm trying to get my body temperature up to a peak to where I want it to be at. So we're gonna hit this 225 right now. All right, y'all, this 225 on the flat. I'm gonna hit probably 5 sets of 20 with this. This is like another warm up also. Then after that, we're gonna throw 315 on there. I'll probably hit 5 sets of 5, man. All right, big dog. What's up, y'all, man? This is my 4th set, 315. I'm doing 5 sets of 5. So I already did 3. I got 2 more to complete. I'm not shooting every time I do a set. I know y'all don't want to see each set, so I'm just taking y'all through exactly what I'm doing, just showing y'all one set of each thing that I'm doing. James just had to rescue me, man. This bar feel kind of funny. The weight was slipping out, but luckily enough, he caught it in time, man. But I'm gonna go and hit this little set of 5. Get a nice little pump, baby.
Oh, I left my phone, bro. I gotta go back up. Sometimes you want things so bad, you want to believe that God sent them, but God had nothing to do with it. You had everything to do with it and what you wanted. And then when it backfires on you, you want to believe that it was God that put that on you when you put it on yourself.
Which is true. Purpose. Everybody has a purpose. God put everybody here for a specific purpose. It's up to us to find that purpose. and seek what God seeks for us. Now, what you can do is make a choice and determine how you get to that purpose, but that's on you. Not saying that you won't still get to that purpose, but you can alter the road on how to get there and how you reach purpose based off of what you trying to push into existence versus what God wants for you.